All right, representing the new School of Poetry for the People. And next up, representing for the new school, we've got a duo, y'all. One of the things that I put out a call because, you know, you can't, Poetry for the People's been around 20 years, has a bunch of incredible poets, teachers, students, folks from the past, different eras, and we couldn't get everybody on the stage. So one of the things that I wanted to do was to get as many people on the stage as possible. So we put out a call for group pieces, and two of the current students in the class responded with a very timely piece. So repping for the new school, two current Poetry for the People students. Please give it up for Lauren and John.
John. That's my roommate.
Testing.
4:15 p.m., 9th of November, 2011, Upper Sproul Plaza, University of California, Berkeley. Police marching, left, 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 right, left. An army marching to war. Surround us, Pacific students on all sides, unclean air mixing with our atmosphere around these tents. Students gravitate to protect tents.
The official report declared to millions that police were forced to nudge students with batons. The official reports call our thousands mere hundreds.
I just came to learn more about Occupy. How did I get in the middle of this crowd? But now, I hold these tents as dearly as these elbow locks. I hope to keep me from the ground if the cops decide to pound.
I think of Oakland. Hands are clasped together. There is no such word as stranger.
Heard last week in Oakland, a few folks were throwing rocks at police. Cops need to justify wearing riot gear. But we peacefully preach. UC students repeat, peaceful protests are our only necessary police force. Disbursement notice delivered. One embittered student states in Occupy speech.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The police.
The police
are asking us
to leave.
To leave. But we have a right. To our free speech.
To our free speech. Persistent protesters, brothers and sisters,
lock arms. Berkeley students still living in active crazed 1960s revolution town. What do you expect from a bunch of liberals? All they do is occupy.
Crash, chaotic batons bashing, stabbing students' sternums, dominant male-handed cop who violates, gripping girls by their necks, tossing them aside. Students scream, what the fuck? What the fuck? Nightsticks collide with necks, causing officer stumbles, causing reactionary weapons to raise above heads. Any possible perpetrator lightning strikes down, and the innocent student stays down. Didn't know lightning could strike in the same place 4 times.
The singled-out African-American student who was pummeled until breath shot out of his nostrils, like pistons pumping hard just to keep moving. The reports called it an accident, or if it wasn't, it was deserved.
Echoes among us resound. Stop beating students! Stop beating students!
The official reports forgot to mention Professor Jeffrey O'Brien and his ribs, 3 broken amidst hundreds of other sacrifices. I got Officer Martinez's badge number before I got his baton to the stomach.
Our elbow locks broken. Sibling connective tissue severed. Police surround what we once protected. Unclean air mixing with our earth. Disconnect us from our core. Occupy tents dismantled. Shame followed with, this is for your children.
Officer Martinez is like us. He has children, and neither they nor we want to pay 81% more for a public education.
The police ignore our sympathy for their children. blank faces, doing their job, which their job today was to protect, not pummel. Approach again, realizing they don't desire to sit in our center any longer. Batons ready to fight to escape, their general whispering orders in their ears. How did I get to the front lines? Crash.
Our tears still mingled over the morning papers. Headlines read, "Police forced to break up. Hazardous campus encampment."
Martial law to learn us, stabbing student sternums.
Whom now do we call for protection?
To police the ones who hurt us.
Thank you.